Well, string theory deals with ideas that are very abstract, very mathematical. And the only way that I think that we can really get a sense of what these ideas really mean is if we can see a picture of them, something that we can latch onto in our mind's eye.
I mean, the decision to use animation, to use a lot of it, was completely essential to the process, because when you're doing a project about string theory, when you're talking about things that really can't be seen, can only be imagined, I don't know any other way to do it other than metaphor and animation.
So it certainly frees your mind to come up with things that you can't find in the natural world, that you can't go out and film. So it really frees your mind and gives you incredible options.
At a certain point in the creation of the program, we made a decision that we wanted to have Brian talking on camera, but have him be in a virtual environment that somehow expressed a little bit metaphorically about what extra dimensions might be like, or be able to refer to extra dimensions and parallel universes. So to prepare for the shoot, John Baer at Edgeworks mocked up most of these scenes with Brian, and he had a little computerized Brian walking through, and he actually planned out in great detail sort of the movements of Brian up and down stairs, down hallways.
Well, animatics are animated storyboards that have become completely essential to planning complex effect scenes. Animatics are really important because they help you figure out the framing and the action and all the camera movement far in advance of setting foot on a stage or a location. So when it was finally time to go to the green screen stage and shoot all the footage of Brian, we already had all of his moves completely choreographed. We knew where and how far he had to move and where he should be looking and pointing. So while we were on set, we took extensive notes and reference photos of the camera position and movements and where Brian was moving and where all the lights were positioned. So when we got back to Edgeworks, we first had to create this architecture that would exactly match what we had shot on set. Then we could go in and add all sorts of additional effects, such as glows and lighting and anything else that we needed to make the shot look as realistic as possible. So when you finally finish the project, it's really interesting to take a look back at your original animatics and compare them to what you ended up shooting on set, and then finally compare that to the finished effects scene. And it really offers a lot of insight into how these scenes evolve and how they kind of grow from just a thought or a design into a completed reality.
The animation in this series is absolutely integral to it. It's absolutely necessary. We just could not have told the story of string theory, and we could not have visualized all the aspects of the universe that string theory says could be true if we couldn't use animation. It just would be impossible.
I think most people who've seen little bits of the animation before the program has gone to air have really been blown away by how beautiful it is. I don't think they were prepared for how beautiful the animation would be in its own right, or how well the animation would bring to life something that's seemingly a very dry subject like physics or string theory, and make it actually exciting and intriguing and make you want to watch.
On NOVA's website, go behind the scenes with Brian Greene. Journey into the subatomic world. Play with strings. Picture other dimensions and much more. Find it on pbs.org. To order this program on VHS or DVD, or the book The Elegant Universe, please call WGBH Boston Video at 1-800-255-9424. NOVA is a production of WGBH Boston. Major funding for NOVA is provided by the Park Foundation.
Science. It's given us the framework to help make wireless communications clear. Sprint is proud to support NOVA.
We see an explorer. At Microsoft, your potential inspires us to create software that helps you reach it. Your potential, our passion.
Funding for The Elegant Universe is provided by the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation to enhance public understanding of science and technology. And by the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future. Additional funding is provided by and by the George D. Smith Fund and the U.S. Department of Energy, fostering science and security. Major funding for NOVA is also provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and viewers like you. Thank you.
We are PBS.
Shop online for the best of public television and radio. Shop WGBH. Go to shop.wgbh.org. Every purchase directly supports your favorite shows on WGBH, and members always get a 15% discount.